Good day. Welcome to our first lesson on our subject signal spectra and signal processing. So today we will be discussing introduction to signals and systems, now particularly the fundamentals of signals and systems. So first, let us define what is a signal and what is a system. So when we say signal, this is any physical quantity that varies with time, space, or any independent variables. When we say signal, di ba usually we associate the term signal with yung signal ng phones natin, which is actually tama naman, ano. Although, signals is not limited to electromagnetic signals or electromagnetic waves, no? So this can be also mechanical waves like the sound, yung water waves, no, anything, no. It is any physical quantity na yun nga nagbabago-bago, no. Depende kung ano yung tinitreat natin na independent variable for that particular signal. And when those signals, no, when we when we place or rather have those signals be processed, no, in a system or in a circuit, no, that system or rather that device or circuit is called a system, no. So system, this is any physical device that performs an operation on signal, no? So whether we add, we subtract, we scale, we downscale, no, kung ano man, no, ang tawag po natin doon ay system, no. So sabi dito, no, also system is also defined as the collection of devices, meaning hindi lang siya isang device, no. So this can be a collection of devices that operate on an input signal x of t, or also known as excitation, to produce an output signal y of t, or a response. So we usually represent signal in this abstraction, no? So we have our signal in. So this is our x of t. Yan, no? Yan yung ating x of t. Then we plug this x of t into our system. Then the system performs an operation. We have our signal y of t. Ayan. No, so that's a general representation of our signals and systems. Now let's see several examples of our signals and system. No, first we have our mass spring system. So as we all know, no, when an object is suspended from let's say a hanging wall or a hanging solid structure, no, anything, hindi lang basta spring, no, like yung spring na alam natin. Actually, a rope can also be considered a string. Bakit? Rather a spring, no. A rope has an elastic property, no, meaning nagko-contract and nag-expand siya, no. So nagko-compress rather. Ganun din yung the force acted by the spring on the fixed structure, that is our input, no. And in return, the spring also holds the suspended object, no, which is our output, no. So pagka kino-contract, no, kino-compress, pag kino-contract yung sa fixed structure natin, kino-compress naman yun sa object sa suspended object, no. Ayan. So ganun gumagana yung ating mass and spring system. Then we have our leaky water tank, no. So usually ginagamit to for water tanks na sa mga matataas na lugar, no. So para makaipon ng tubig. So usually there's an input water, no, amount of water, fixed amount of water. Then of course, syempre hindi naman forever yun naka-on, no, pinapatay din po yun. Then yung tank natin is holding the water. However, yung tank natin, yung mga tanks na yun, meron siyang parang small opening to control the outflow, no, para hindi lahat na nasa tank is bumubuhos agad, no. So regardless kung merong input or output, meron ka pa rin makukuhang water depende sa availability na sa available water na naka-stored dun sa tank natin, ano. So ganun gumagana yung mga tank system natin. And of course, no, as ECE students, no, very familiar tayo na to nga, yung binanggit ko kanina on cellphones, no. So sa phones, no, so yung bosses natin, no, when we call someone, bosses natin, those are the sound waves, no, coming from our vocal cords. Then those are picked up by microphone transducers, no. So kino-convert niya from sound pressure into electrical energy or electrical signal. Then those electrical signal are processed by the cell phone system going to the another cell phone kung sino man yung kinakausap mo, no. So then the cell phone will reconstruct those signal to have an similar, no, identical sound, no. So kaya nakakapag-usap tayo through our cellphone, no. So more than those three, no, signals and systems have various applications, no. So it can be either electrical, mechanical, optical, acoustic, biological, or financial, no. So like almost everything is governed by signals and systems. Meron tayong input, those input is processed, then after we process those input, we will have our output. Okay, so let's focus doon sa ating cellphone system, no. So of course yung cellphone system natin, unlike nung spring and nung water tank natin, cellphone systems is, yung system natin is composed of several components, no, or several blocks, no. Of course, the phone, yung phone na ginagamit natin pag tumatawag tayo, those phones convert, yung sinabi ko nga kanina, converts those sound pressure, di ba, picked up by the microphone transducer, then converted into electrical signal. The cell phone process those electrical signals into an electromagnetic wave, no. So that electromagnetic wave is transmitted into a cellphone tower, na yung mga towers na makikita natin ng mga network providers natin. Then those tower communicate with another tower kung saan yung pinakamalapit yung tinatawagan mo, no. Say for example, tumatawag ka from Manila to Batangas, so the tower from Manila transmit that data, no, either via fiber optic or wirelessly, no, from Manila to Batangas, no. So then yung tower sa Batangas, no, reconstructs those signal into an electromagnetic wave na mapipick up naman ng phone na target mong tawagan, no. So that phone reconstructs again the electromagnetic signal into the similar and identical sound na tinatawag natin, no. So ang tawag natin kapag din-construct natin yung system natin is a modular system, no. So modular systems are composed of several smaller systems, no, to have a bigger system. Ayan. So those blocks, no, yung mga blocks na tinukoy ko kanina are cascaded into each other. Meaning when we say cascaded, the output of the other is connected to the output of to the input of the next block, no. So yun yung tinatawag natin na cascaded component systems. So in general, no, ang tawag natin kapag pinagsama-sama na natin yung mga modules na yon into one big system, no, tawag natin is a composite system since it is composed of several blocks. Okay, so balik tayo sa signals, no. So when we say signal, no, of course signals are mathematical functions, no, so usually represented by x of t as we have written earlier, no. So mathematical functions, of course, going back to your calculus 1 lessons, no, so or rather calculus lessons, a mathematical function is composed of an independent variable and a dependent variable. The independent variable, yan yung mga values that can be anything, no, like for example time, diba? Hindi naman natin kailangan ng any other material or any other quantity to produce time, like time is time itself, no, so it progresses naturally, no? So yun yung mga independent variable natin. Another one is space, no, so yung space natin is naturally occurring. We do not need any other quantity to produce space, like space is there, no. Then we have our independent variable, no, or our outputs. Again, let me write this one. Yeah, no, yung ating independent variable is what we call the input. Then the dependent variable is what we call our output. So yung output naman natin, yung independent variable natin, yan na yung voltage, no, voltage over time. Kaya siya tinatawag na voltage over time kasi we need time to progress to identify how the voltage vary from one point to another. Then we have flow rate, sound pressure, it can be also power, current, other variables, no, other electrical quantities, no, that, or rather any quantities that may vary through time or through space, no. So those are what we call dependent variable. Okay, so for just in case na hindi kayo familiar, no, signal spectra and signal processing are is a math subject basically, no. Kaya nga ang prerequisite ng signal spectra and signal processing is advanced mathematics, no. So kasi we will be talking about lots of math, no. Okay, now let's go to the types of signal, no. We have two main types of signals, no, that we are going to deal with in the entire semester. So first we have our continuous time signals or CT signals. These are signals that comes from physical systems, no, naturally occurring. Again natin dito. naturally occurring signals yung mga continuous time signals natin. For example, yung boses ko as of the moment, no, before my voice reaches the mic, that is a continuous time signal, no. So the thing with continuous time signal is we cannot really pinpoint the difference from one point to another because it is very small, infinitesimally small, no. So yun yung mga ano natin. Also, continuous time signal are also known as analog signals. Analog signals ang tawag po na another term for our continuous time signal, no? So, more concrete example of analog signals or continuous time signals are mass spring in leaky tank, no, yung diniscuss natin kanina. Then for medical aspect naman, no, we have ECG and EEG, no, the electroencephalography, encephalogram and the electrocardiogram, no. So this physical quantities that we can get, particularly EEG is from the brain waves, and ECG is from the heart, no, yung heart pulses natin. So kung gaano kalakas or gaano kahina, no, yan, CT signals po yung nakukuha natin from this type of devices. Okay, then we have another one, the from continuous we also have our discrete time signal. So kung kanina, no, so yung ano natin, yung CT signal natin is natural occurring, no. Discrete time signals are not naturally occurring, like DT signals needs to be processed, no, like kailangan siya mag-undergo ng process before we generate or before we have a DT signal. DT signal is also known as digital signals. Sorry, wait lang. Since discrete time signals can only be read by digital devices or digital systems, no. So for example, katulad niyan, yung boses ko, let's say, 'di ba, syempre ipipick up siya nung transducer, and the transducer will convert the sound pressure into an electrical signal. However, that electrical signal is still analog by nature, no. It is still a continuous time signal, no. So hindi siya directly na mapipick up ng computer ko kung ipa-plug yung mic sa computer ko, no. Kahit kahit gumamit ako, let's say XLR to 3.4 mm jack na cable, so kahit i-plug ko siya diretso, hindi siya mababasa ng ng computer ko, no. So we need to convert this sound signals, no, these electrical signals converted from sound pressure into digital signals para ma-convert natin para mabasa ng computer. That's the purpose of interfaces, no. So yung mga these interfaces convert the analog audio signals into a digital audio signal, no, para mabasa ng computer natin. Ayan. So one example is, for example, pagka nagtatali ng population, no, so since meron tayong fixed interval, let's say yearly, no, so hindi siya continuous talaga, no, so yearly yearly nagkakaroon ng point, no, parang yun yung point of reference natin to identify a part of the signal, no. So unlike for CT signals, mahirap siya i-identify kasi nga dire-diretso, no. Ayan. Then another one is state machines, no, yung mga digital machines natin. So you will learn more about state machines kapag ka nasa logic circuits and switching theory na kayo or nasa microprocessor systems. So but state machines, no, so these take digital signals, no, discrete time signals as an input, then gives an output of a digital signal din naman, no. So that's for DT signals, no. Okay. Of course, no, by nature of DT signals and CT signals, operations on CT signals cannot be done on DT signals and vice versa, no. Yung mga ginagawa natin for DT signal, hindi rin naman siya pwede for CT signal, no. Kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng signal conversion, no. So when we convert signals, no, meron tayong dalawang klase, no. So of course, from CT to DT and DT to CT, no. So nangyayari yan, no, for example, ito as I talk as of the moment, yung boses ko, actually sabi ko nga kanina, yung boses ko are CT signals, then picked up by the mic, converted to the analog electrical signal, no. Then it goes to an interface. Yung interface na yun, kino-convert niya yung CT signal into a DT signal, which is called sampling. No, so this is important, no, for computational manipulation of data. Katulad nga niya, no, without the interface, hindi mababasa ng computer ko yung boses ko. And likewise, kung hindi nababasa ng computer ko yung boses ko, hindi niyo ako maririnig. No, so kaya important that we convert that we use sampling, no, for manipulation of data, no. For example, no, MP3, no, so this is digital representation of audio signals. So if we're going to take a look at audio files, no, so yun po ay DT signals, no. So ano siya, super dikit-dikit na DT signals. Then we also have representation of images such as JPEG, PNG, TIFF, no. So these are results of sampling, no, because ano yung pinaka CT signal dito, no, yung light received by the camera, no. So yung camera, pinaprocess niya yung amount of light received into from continuous data into a discrete data, no. Hence we have DT signals in forms of images, no. So that's for sampling, no. So of course, syempre tayong mga tao as humans, we cannot really read DT signals, no. We cannot interpret DT signals. We need to have at least a sort of reconstruction or reconversion, parang gano'n, reconversion of DT signals into CT signals, and that is acquired by reconstruction. So we have two types of reconstruction, no. So first we have our zero hold, no. So for zero hold, usually this is employed on CT signals, no, or rather CT signals for music, no, yung mga audio files natin for single dimensions, no. So later malalaman yung single dimensions, no. For single dimension single dimension signals, no. So ginagamit natin sa zero hold. When you say zero hold, para siyang digital signal pa rin in representation, pero sinusundan niya lang yung points, no, yung points na meron dun sa original DT signal natin compared to the CT signal. So you can see it here in the screen, no. So yung amplitude be given a specific interval of time, no. So yun yung fina-follow niya, no. Kaya parang tumataas, bumababa, tumataas, ganun. Then yung isa naman is piecewise linear. So this is used for images naman, no. Mas smooth or mas malapit siya dun sa original signal natin na process nung digital system natin, no. So however, if you're going to look at the restructured form, no, straight line pa rin yung fina-follow niya, point to point lang, unlike zero hold na like throughout the interval it's a fixed DC value, no, then mag-change lang siya, ganun. Ito straight change, no, like there's a fixed slope, no, na ginagamit depending dun sa level ng signal natin. Okay? So then we go to the dimensions, no. So signals are classified according to its dimension, no. So first we have our single dimension signal. When we say single dimension signal, isa lang yung independent variable na ginagamit, no, by single dimension signals. So for example, audio signals, ang ginagamit lang naman ng audio signals ay time, no. Wala naman siyang ibang ginagamit. Yung P, no, that is the amplitude of the sound signal na generate nung audio file natin, no. So if you're familiar with mono and stereo, no, na format ng audio, yung kanina actually is an example of mono, no. Then the one that we have now is a stereo type, no. So stereo signal to, rather stereo audio file or audio signal, no. So what's the difference between stereo and mono, no? Stereo uses left and right, meaning they have different files or different functions, no. Mathematically they have different functions, but they are following the same timestamp, no, to para kumbaga mag-jive pa rin yung dalawang signal natin. Kasi if you can observe, no, merong mga kanta if naka-stereo yung kanta, usually mayroong parts na hinihiwalay sa left side and sa right side, usually guitar parts, no. So unlike kapag mono, no, magkahalo yung dalawang signal na yun pagka mono, no? So pagka stereo maghiwalay sila, no? Mas better yung quality actually pagka stereo, no? So kasi pagka mono may chance na maging muddy na masyado yung tunog kasi both signals are added or combined, no? So yung mga noise nila na meron dun sa both signals are also combined, no? So mas mataas. Ayan. Then we have multi-dimension signals. Now, when we say multi-dimension signals, these are signals that is a function of several independent variables. No? For example, we have here an image. No? So, an image is a multi-dimensional signal. Bakit? No? So, ang image natin, before we have an image, no, meron yan sinusundan na coordinate system. If you're familiar with the Cartesian coordinate system, no, halos ganun yung sinusundan niya. No? For example, for the right amount of RGB colors to be placed, no, para kasi kapag walang placement, walang x and y na sinusundan yung image natin, labo-labo yan, no, like labo-labo yan. So the image follows a particular, I mean each pixel, no, yung pixel na tinatawag, yung pixel, this is the portion of the image where yung amount of color, amount of the red, green, and blue colors are present, no? So if you're familiar with Photoshop, no, for RGB they uses from the scale from 0 to 255. So since this is an 8-bit, no, or 8-bit nga ba, no, so this follows a 2:8 format. Yan, so 256 levels, no. So medyo marami na 'yon na combination nun. So each channel, yung red, yung green, and yung blue uses from 0 to 255 values to identify how much red is present, how much green is present, and how much blue is present on that particular pixel. And those pixels are placed in the image according to the value of x and y, no, kung saan siya dun sa plane na yon. So this is y, of course, this is x. Ayan. So for example, dito sa taas na to, no, hindi ko lang alam kasi kung ilang pixels to, so I cannot say the values of x and y, no. Pero let's say maximum value of y, which is yung nasa taas nga, no. So most ng mga signals natin are found to be black, no, meaning the values of RGB are what? Are 000, no. So pag 000 kasi that's the absence of every color, so that is black, no. Pag 255, so that's the presence of all colors, which is white, no. So yung kapag nakita niyo katulad niyan, 'di ba, may part sa image na red, so meaning dominant yung red, mababa masyado yung green and blue, no. Pag yellow naman, so yellow is a combination of green and blue. I'm not sure, but ayun nga, merong particular channels na mas angat kumpara sa other channels, hence giving us the color, no, yung color combination. Ayan. Then also, no, hindi rin naman colored images, no, we also have the grayscale. Ganun din sa grayscale, no. So however, with grayscale, the amount of white and black lang naman yung tinutukoy dito, rather amount of white, no, kasi of course the absence of white is black. So it uses also the Cartesian coordinate system x and y, no. Then we we place those pixels, no, naka matrix form. Then each pixels contain the amount of white, no, na need to generate the image, no, katulad yan, no. So syempre sa gitnang part maraming white, then of course dun sa mga darker portions mas lesser na yung white, so mas litaw yung kapag mataas yung white. Then by duration, no, so by duration we have also classification of signals by duration. So we have the finite duration signals, meaning these are time limited signals, no. Kumbaga namamatay yung signal natin, may start and merong end, no. So these signals do not run infinitely, no. So example natin is pulse signals. Of course, the moment we release the trigger, no, mamamatay na yung signal natin, no? So that's for pulse signals. So then we have infinite duration signals. So these are signals that extend endlessly, no. For example, no, if the sine function has no boundaries, then dire-diretso lang siya, no. Katulad nito, we have an oscillating square wave, no. So this oscillating square wave will go endlessly, no. So infinitely, it will extend infinitely. So this is an infinite duration signal. Then we have deterministic signals and stochastic signals, no, by predictability. So deterministic signals, these are signals that can be predicted, no, so by mathematical functions, no. So we can identify what's the value of a signal without actually obtaining the signal, no, so just by means of function, no, in a mathematical function. Then stochastic signal naman, so these are unpredictable, no, wala siyang pattern na sinusundan, parang ganoon yung idea, wala siyang pattern na sinusundan, then hence, no, we cannot this is not a mathematical this is not defined by mathematical function, no. This is just a random signal, no. So for example, no, best example ng stochastic signal is EEG, ECG, EMG, no, yung mga signals galing sa katawan natin, because it depends on how it depends on how the body reacts, no. So kasi for example EEG, no, these are based on brain waves or brain stimuli. So syempre different stimuli leads to different output. So random siya, no. So we cannot really predict kailan tataas yung value at F1 at F2, ganun, no. So that's stochastic signal. Then we have biperiodicity, no? So periodic signals. So when we say periodic signals, these are infinite duration signals that repeat the same pattern at every interval t, no? So yung pattern na yung t na yun, yung interval na yun, is what we call the period, no? So then we have aperiodic signals. So aperiodic signals, these are signals that does not repeat the same pattern, no? So wala to, kumbaga parang we cannot really repeat or copy a signal na mag-uulit, parang gano'n. Hindi tayo makakuha ng portion na umuulit dun sa signal natin, no? That's the better explanation. Okay, so in the next lesson, we will be discussing more on the periodicity of a signal, particularly the periodicity of CT and DT signals, and how do we compute for the period for periodic signals. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. Stay safe and God bless.